Alright, so let's see how difficult it is as we go into the second round of the FIFA matches. This time around, Wonder Kid is playing Kessie.
I don't think it's a fluke. If you want to join next year, you can actually be part. You can also come and join and see that it's no fluke. Yes, people have been trounced by 9-0. Others are also being trounced by 7-1. And this is our very third game in FIFA, and it's featuring Wonder Kid and Kessie. Wonder Kid is with Juventus. He's sticking with Juventus once more, and Kessie is also sticking with Paris Saint-Germain. The game is underway. Ronaldo is in possession, looking for Paulo Dybala. He didn't find him, and now Kessie, Kylian Mbappe loads in to Marco Verratti, the Frenchman. I mean the Italian, sorry. Now there is Idrissa Gana Gueye, who was bought from Everton this summer. Is also in the starting lineup for Paris Saint-Germain. Thiago Silva, the Brazilian, to Ander Herrera, who came in as a free agent from Manchester United and is starting. He's made up the lineup for Thomas Tuchel's side, the German international. Juan Bernat to Marco Verratti. Lovely turn from Verratti. Then it's Kylian Mbappe, the Frenchman. He loses that possession to Matuidi. This Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. He can do something. He squares it to Costa. Oh! What an opportunity goes begging. He's wasted this glorious opportunity. It might come to hunt him, won't it?
Most definitely, it might hunt him. This was a golden opportunity for a goal, and unfortunately, he didn't make it count. Let me remind you that we are streaming live on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GGC channel, and we are doing this in partnership with Antrix and proudly supported by NASCO Electronics and also by Innova Trust Holdings. So NASCO has a whole lot for us, so just keep watching and probably we might win something.
Probably you might win something, but Ronaldo has actually given Juventus the lead, and Dybala can make it 2! Paulo Dybala has made it 2 for Juventus, the old ladies, and Paris Saint-Germain has actually conceded 11 goals in 2 games. That is absolutely shocking.
Absolutely shocking. And remember, this is his home, so he needs to score goals. He should not allow Kid to be putting so many balls into the net there. But fortunately, he might be wanting to do something here. He goes forward. Can he do something? Well, unfortunately, and he allows Kid to take back the ball. Kid might be going for a counter. He's going for a counter, and that's Ronaldo there, and he shoots. They are unable to defend either. I think it's a complete mismatch.
It's a complete mismatch. Yes, you rightly said it. This must cease to be a contest, and believe you me, I don't see Kessie coming back into this particular game. But you never know. We are still just 23 minutes. Wonder Kid, after 2 games, he scored 10 goals, conceded 1, and Kessie has actually conceded 12 goals and has scored none. This is shocking. And this is a final for crying out loud. But Wonder Kid could grab a 4th, but he's been dispossessed. This is Paris Saint-Germain. Kessie moving forward. He's been dispossessed, but the referee says he's seen something he doesn't like, and it's a free kick in favor of Paris Saint-Germain. He's giving the ball away. No, he's got it once more. There is Di Maria, Verratti, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Silva. This is Bernat. Wow, Paris Saint-Germain are playing something good. Mbappe to Cavani, Edison Cavani, who has agreed in principle to join Atletico Madrid next season. Yeah, but there's Douglas Costa. Lovely play. He's got a speed. He's got a pace. Is there a penalty? The referee says he's got none of that. That is no penalty. It's a complete dive from Douglas Costa, the Brazilian. But a through ball has been cut out from Juventus, the old ladies. Matuidi, Ronaldo, Dybala. Ronaldo once more. Ronaldo in the penalty area. Dybala squares it to Matuidi, and he scores 4-0 in the 36 minutes. 11 goals in total for Wonder Kid, and 13 goals conceded for Kessie. This is absolute mismatch. This is absolutely embarrassing. This is horrendous. Wow.
Well, I'm short of words. I don't have anything to say. I don't know what other adjectives I'll use to describe this. And he shoots again, and it's a goal! How many goals more can Kessie take? This is completely embarrassing. This is the finals, and he has not had a single goal. I think this is a complete mindset, if you ask me. He has to change his mindset. He's had so many goals. He's been scored so many goals that in his mind he's out of the game. So he's not putting too much effort into it. I think he has to reset his mind and now begin to put effort into it. And there they go again. Juve goes again. All right, at least Kessie going for the counter. Can he do something? Playing in the midfield.
Juventus still need more goals. They are not resting. You can see that from Wonderkid's face, his facial expression. He's not smiling at all. And I don't know why he's not smiling. He's about 5-0, and he's not putting up a smile on his face. Douglas Costa is injured, but he's still on the field of play. But tell you what, is there any difference when we speak about PES and we speak about FIFA? Is there any difference? But the difference is here because Wonderkid has scored 6 goals and Kessie has nothing. So it doesn't mean that when you play PES, you should be completely off in FIFA.
I really don't know what the difference is, but it is great that we are having this match because this is going to bring a lot of secrets out. So far, the FIFA players seem to be having the upper hand, and we are not seeing much from the PES players. And there they go again. Fortunately, it's been returned. So what I think is that there are some times that the players complain that with some of the games that they play, when you're trying to shoot, it drags. When you're trying to jump or run, you don't have that efficiency. I don't know if that might be the challenge when it comes to FIFA and PES, but you realize that the PES players are no mean players. They've been playing this for a very long time. So eSoccer is something that they are very good at. It's something that they are used to. They've played it within their communities, and they are champions as far as that level is concerned. So there should definitely be a challenge when it comes to playing FIFA. There is something obviously wrong with their play when it comes to FIFA, and we might find out when we finally go sweep the carpet and go to the other side. We might have to see whether it is the gameplay from the players themselves or it is the game which is different.
Tell you what, I'm also a gamer. I've played FIFA, I've played PES, and honestly, when it comes to PES, goal scoring is very difficult. Goal scoring in PES is very difficult as compared to FIFA. FIFA, it's not that difficult, but in PES, when you are striking at goal, it's very difficult. The goalkeepers are simply outstanding, and you need to take something so special to beat a goalkeeper in PES. But in FIFA, you can just see how the goals comes in. It just comes in like it flows like water, and that is how different it's been. So for me, my worry is that those FIFA players, those PES players, can they score 6? Can they score 7? Because it's very difficult to score a whole lot of goals or a number of goals in PES. But in FIFA, as you can see, we've seen 9 goals, we've seen 7 goals, and we can well see 7 goals. He scored 7 goals in 2 successive games, 14 goals in total for him. He just considered 1, and just 72 minutes on the clock.
Yes, and just as you said, the FIFA players have realized, I think they have had the chance to play a bit of the PES, to try their hands at it. So they know that when it comes to goal scoring. It is not as easy when it comes to PES. So they are trying to mount and multiply the goals that they can get as far as FIFA is concerned, so that when they go to the PES side and they don't even get much, goals when they come there, they still have their goals from their main matches, and they can just roll on from there. Let me remind you that we are streaming live on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GGC channel, and we are supported by Nasco Electronics, also by Innova Trust Holdings. We are doing this in partnership with Antrix, and let me remind you that Nasco has a whole lot of goodies for the game, and the first prize is a refrigerator together with a headset, an iron, and a mobile phone. The second prize is a television set, a television set and a headset, and then the third person gets a headset. The other phone will be won by someone who predicts correctly.
Yeah, that is amazing project for our sponsors. Amazing goodies from our sponsors as well. NASCO, kudos to them, big ups to them. They've actually supported us from day one, and that is amazing. That is amazing, and you wouldn't get this from anywhere apart from NASCO. Refrigerator, television, headset, think about it all, a cell phone. That is amazing. But talking about that, a gift could be on here, or there could be an icing on the cake. And Paulo Dybala can't stop himself from scoring his third, and this is Juventus' 8th goal in the game. And Kessie has actually conceded a whooping 18 goals. Wow.
It's the icing on the cake.
No, the icing has actually been on the cake for too many times, because we've seen. Would there be a consolation? Oh my word! The woodwork.
Well, this is a game that is worth laughing, because I mean, come on, Wonder Kid 8 and Kessie 0, and I'm just sitting here and I'm wondering, what did Kessie come to do in this very tournament? Seriously.
The FIFA players are just unplayable, and if you look at what they've been doing down the lane, I always look back and say, who can actually, kick them out? We've seen Habib Sule do it once, but who else can do it again? I'm even much surprised that I didn't see Habib Sule participating in this particular one. But I mean, trust me, Wonder Kid, he's got everything when it comes to dribbling, when it comes to defending, scoring, being clinical. He's everywhere, and you could see that from Dybala's last goal. It was absolutely gorgeous, the way he turned in and then caresses the ball and just places it behind the ball. I mean, behind the post. I think it was absolutely a beautiful goal from Wonder Kid, and that is quite amazing. But for Kessie, the first game he was followed by 9 goals to 0, and this time around it's 8 goals to 0, and I think he's not ready, simply as that.
Maybe the PES game is a bit comfortable for them, and when you come to FIFA, it takes a bit of getting used to, because this time around they really felt that they were the best. They feel that within their communities, within where they have been playing, people have been hailing them, so they felt that, oh, we are the best. But then they come and then they play against the creme de la creme, and then they realize that, look, we know nothing.
But you are playing a tournament, and this is a tournament that goes worldwide. This is a tournament that everybody's going to look up and say, concede 9 goals in the tournament, a tournament which it has all this decorated prizes on it. You're taking 9-0 from another FIFA player, and then 8-0 from another FIFA player, and what have you got again? Nothing. And for me, I think that he needs to show up that, yes, even though he's a PES player, he can actually do something. We saw Nii at least grabbing a goal against Wonder Kid, and it's so difficult to score a goal against Wonder Kid, and to grab a goal, that means that he's actually on the right path. But to be wallowed by 8 goals and 9 goals, I must say, Kessie, we need to kick him out.
We understand that Wonder Kid is at the top there. Kobe may be getting there, but when it comes to the 2, Wonder Kid is at the top. So if Nii was able to play against Wonder Kid the way he did, this time around against Kobe, I think he might. We should be looking out for him.
Don't forget, Kobe scored 9. I think it's going to put a bit fear in Nii, despite he grabbing a goal against Wonder Kid. And we all know that Wonder Kid, anytime he faces Kobe, I mean, he kicks him out. And it's going to actually give him a little bit of confidence in a way. So let's see how this is going to pan out. But I still think Kobe, with his focus and with his vision that is actually brought into this tournament, he wants to carry this tournament on his shoulders. And let's see if that is going to happen in this one, because he's unbeaten.
All right, so the next game is between me and Guy Kobe, and as we are aware, he said it in the past. Previously, he wasn't winning. Because of that, he left us, never to return. But he came back saying that he's back, and hopefully he win this one.
Frankie de Jong. Lovely intervention by Paris Saint-Germain. They are building from the back superbly. Mbappe, Cavani trying a cheeky pass, but that didn't happen. Griezmann. Messi trying to square to Griezmann, but Alfonso Areola saw the danger coming, and he comes on to grab the ball. Yeah, so I've been joined by Worship, who has also been around and has been watching the gamers for quite a number of times now. But Worship, the FIFA players are absolutely ruthless. One scored 9, the other scored 7, and the other scored 8. Tell us, is this something you saw coming in this particular final?
Well, I would say that the FIFA players are good. I mean, the top guys inside are Guy Kobe and Wonder Kid. Regardless of the dexterity they have, I mean, no one expected them to be scoring as huge as 9 goals. I mean, in a single match, 9-8 goals in a single match, and it's a bit disheartening. But I think you see some of these PES players have expected from them in that regard, but unfortunately, it hasn't been on their side. So there's been a total upset for the PES guy.
But let me remind you that it's a 1-0 in favor of Guy Kobe, who has Barcelona. And at 40 minutes, I remember in the very first final game that the first game that Guy Kobe played, after 30 minutes he scored 1, and now after 40 minutes he's actually scored 1. That is amazing. So are we going to see a 9-0 or Nee is going to cut out the deficit? Time will tell, but Paris Saint-Germain in possession. Marco Verratti. Personal Kipembe is giving the ball away to Frankie de Jong. There's Luis Suarez, he's a goal poacher. El Pistolero! What a save by Alfonso Areola to deny Suarez and to deny Barcelona from grabbing their second goal off the woodwork. And danger still looming for Paris Saint-Germain, but it's been cleared now. They are still playing with fire. Dembele! What a save by Alfonso Areola, telling his man to calm down. But there's Frankie de Jong. Langley once more, trying to square the ball to Dembele, but that didn't happen. Oh, that is a miscue from Langley. Langley once more. Dembele, is there a penalty? Oh, the referee says no, he has none of that. Play continues. Neymar, the talisman of the side of Paris Saint-Germain, is giving the ball away. Will Dembele grab a second? Another woodwork to the rescue for Paris Saint-Germain. What is happening? Wow, amazing. Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona, they need goals and they need it quickly. Luis Suarez, the goal poacher, looking to find his man. He's found him. The skipper on the side! And it's the man again, Antoine Griezmann, who signed from Atletico Madrid in £170 million. He's grabbed it first in this one, and Barcelona colours. He's now scored 6 goals in all, in total, for Guy Kobe, and we may as well see more coming.
Well, I think Guy Kobe underestimated me, but unfortunately, Guy Kobe underestimated me, and it's not been an easy one for him in this particular game. He expected to have been at least by 5 goals in the first 20 minutes, as Wonder Kid, had it when he was playing it. But unfortunately, it's been a bit difficult for him. It's been a bit tight. a total upset from knee to him. But I mean, we could see a lot more surprises coming in the second half. It's just 37 minutes gone in the first half, and it's 3 to Guy Kobe. I mean, 3 in favor of Guy Kobe, I would say.
A 3 in favor of Guy Kobe, and it's a miscue from Knee. And Knee hasn't been a bad player. If you compare Knee to, I must say, Kesse, I think Knee has done a better job. He's considered less goals among the two. And he's also he's also scored. He's been on the score sheet. But Griezmann, we didn't find a scoring, but it's found Dembele, his French counterpart, and it's 4 goals to nothing. 42nd minute being played, and Guy Kobe isn't resting. He's showing no mercy, absolutely, and he wants to rewrite what he did in the very previous one by scoring 9 goals to 0. He scored 4 and 5 more to go. Can he get it?
Yeah, you know, in this particular fixture, I mean, this particular adventure, the goals counts a lot. Counted, especially when you have your opponent, I mean, scoring as huge as 9. You know that you need to put in a lot of effort to be able to, because when you get to the domain of the PES guys too, you'd also be found wanting, and that is where they would also use, I mean, their prowess against you. So I think the FIFA guys are using this opportunity to their favor. We're hoping that it will be a different scene in the PES, else it will be an exit for the PES players.
It's up, and the second 45 minutes, it's underway. And on the scoreboard, it reads Barcelona, Guy Kobe 4, Knee with Paris Saint-Germain 0. Lovely skill from Guy Kobe. Dembele to Griezmann. Oh, lovely play from Griezmann! Alfonso Areola wouldn't sleep. He's been pressurized. Oh, that was way off target from Langley, but it's still 4 goals to nothing in favor of Guy Kobe. Personal Kipembe, Verratti. Will there be a consolation? Thomas Meunier, Belgian. Meunier to Neymar. Neymar to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe into the penalty area trying to skill, but Griezmann still moving forward. Griezmann off the woodwork. How many times will Guy Kobe be denied by the woodwork? But he's still probing. He's still knocking on the doors of Paris Saint-Germain, knocking on the doors of Knee. He's telling him to open it. Let's see if it's going to be open to the 5th goal. Suarez. The goalkeeper was rooted on the spot, and he couldn't do anything, absolutely anything at all. What an absolute pitch of a goal from Luis Suarez. And as you can see, the past players, in our terms we will say they are bleeding. And I must say, the FIFA guys are really doing so well. Extremely well. Wonderful display from them. And I can't wait to see what the PES got. The PES guys have actually got in their locker! A consolation. Neil will always give you a consolation. He did it against Wonder Kid. He's not done it against Guy Kobe. He is somebody who doesn't rest until he grabs something. He's found it, and the scoreline reads 5-1. Wow. But what would you say about Knee?
You know, I was just talking to Solomon that, you know, I played Knee before, and before, I mean, he came into this competition, and then he's been a total upset. Trust me, he has issues a bit when it comes to you know, the 18-yard box and his ability to be productive a bit in the 18-yard box. If you're playing against Guy Kobe, you know, you have to be able to be productive else. I mean, when he comes to 18-yard box, he's not going to spare you. Today it's been quite unfortunate for him with the woodwork coming to his to the rescue of Knee. But on any other day apart from this, I mean, I'm probably sure that it would have been messy. So as I was saying, you know, playing against Guy Kobe, you need to be very productive, else will be a bit messy for you. Unfortunately today, it's been the woodwork to the rescue of Knee, and I would say that on any other day it would be a total mess. I mean, for Knee.
On any other day it would have been a total mess. Oh wow, the goals keep coming and coming and coming. 70-minute play and it's 6-1 in favor of Barcelona, in favor of Guy Kobe. The FIFA fans are actually showing no mercy. I can't wait to see what the PES fans or the PES players have actually got in their locker. Let's see what happens. Barely 20 minutes. We're going to see what will happen in that particular one. But the FIFA players are actually doing themselves good. They have shown no mercy. And they are being ruthless. Semedo, Luis Suarez, Nelson Semedo, galloping down the right-hand side, sensing a long cross. Oh, what a save by Areola! Another wonderful save by Alfonso Areola. The corner has been taken quickly. Lionel Messi, Frankie de Jong, squares it! 7-1, and the goals keep coming and coming. And I'll say, you know, you need to tell the FIFA fans something. Tell them to calm down. I see another one. What a save by Alfonso Areola! Terrific save by Alfonso Areola. He's the one who has actually saved Paris Saint-Germain for conceding about 15 goals. Because I must say, if you are going to count the woodwork and the saves, it would have been more. And it's more. It's 8. It's ruthless. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. And above all, he's actually taking them into their graveyard.
It's a total embarrassment. I mean, FIFA is the game. You know, when you say the PES players would not want to agree to that fact that away from the graphics, I mean, the dexterity, the ability to move and ability to have a personal control over the game itself. I mean, it's your due to handle. It's your due to handle, and that is what FIFA gives you, the opportunity for you to be able to, you know, man the whole game. Unfortunately, today is the day that they are getting to understand that the whole argument is not about just squashing the PES game, but it's, I mean, the job day ground. Today it is ending in tears for the PES players.
And it's ending in tears for the PES players, and they're actually bleeding, I must say. For Guy Kobe, what it means is that and this is absolutely shocking, amazing. And Guy Kobe in the record books has become the only player to score 10 goals in a final. This is amazing. This is shocking, absolutely breathtaking, ruthless, relentless, and tell you what, Guy Kobe is the man. Wow, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. He is the man. Not even one kid could score 10, and Guy Kobe has done.
I think Wonder Kid has been on the top for quite a long time. So, you know, when he has, these players playing him, there's a whole lot of pressure on him because he has a lot to lose compared to. He has a lot to lose, you know, compared to Guy Kobe, who is, following him on the pecking order. And so it's no surprise you're seeing Guy Kobe, you know, scoring 10 goals in the final. But I'm sure that probably, Wonder Kid would, when he gets to them again, he's going to, you know, put a lot of goals in their net.
Against Kessie, he scored 9, and against me, he scored 10 goals, and that is Guy Kobe for you. And also the tournament so far, I think that he is topping the table, if you ask me. I think that the number of goals that he scored so far is quite a lot.
Yeah, he scored 19 goals in the tournament so far, but he's considered just once, and that is when Nee scored that consolation goal. But trust me, I haven't seen a tournament being played. We are in the final section, and for an opponent to concede 10 goals, this is ridiculous. And
it is. But I wouldn't write off the PES players for now.
Yeah.
Why? Because just as we said, they are playing the home of the FIFA players. So, and this is a game that they don't always play. They don't always play the FIFA.
Yeah.
Theirs is the PES. That is where they've mastered in. So let's just hope that now that we are going into the home of the PES players, this time around they'll show us what they're made of.
Trust me, with PES, it will be very difficult for someone to wall up his opponent by 10 goals. Yeah.
So now that we are going to play in his home, do you think that he might his performance might come up probably?
I think it's to him. His performance really should. I mean, he needs to step up his performance because what he did in the FIFA is horrendous. So he needs to, make amends when we go to his home or when we play on his field. That is what he needs to do. He needs to tell people out there that yes, of course, I can't really play FIFA, but then again, on my field, that is the Pro Evolution, I can do better.